Our next guest is a trailblazer of free solo climbing. This is a sport, if you're not familiar, where you're not just climbing. You're climbing with no safety ropes, no nets. The risk is there, and a mistake could be fatal. He made that famed ascent up the 3,000-foot El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. It was featured in the 2018 Oscar-winning documentary, Free Solo.
Oh, yes. I think we've all seen it, loved it, and now he's co-hosting a podcast, Climbing Gold, sharing stories of people who push the boundaries in climbing. So please welcome rock climber and, this is important, Oscar winner, Alex Honnold. Thank you so much, Alex, for being with us. And so, obviously, we all watched you attempt, and that we're holding our breaths. You don't even seem to break a sweat, climbing freely up El Capitan. What have you been doing since? I mean, we've all been in the middle of this pandemic. I'm just curious what you've been able to climb.
So actually, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, which has incredible climbing all around it. And throughout COVID, outdoor recreation has been explicitly allowed. And so I've been able to climb pretty much full time and develop some new areas around here. But it's given me quite a bit of time to work on the podcast and to interview tons of other climbers. Much like we're chatting right now, it's a good time for chatting with folks remotely.
You're talking to renowned climbers, famous ones, some we might not have heard of but have done amazing things. Do you have some favorite moments from the podcast you'd like to share?
Oh, I've been interviewing all my childhood heroes, so there are a lot of incredible moments just because, everyone, it means a lot to me. I mean, climbing history means a lot to me, so it's all really satisfying to talk to my personal heroes. But one in particular, this woman, Joanne Ariosti, which was our second episode, who's a complete undercover crusher. She's done all these incredible things, but nobody knows about her. And so it was really fun to unearth some classic stories like that of sort of, unsung heroes.
What do you think about climbing? Going to be in the Olympics?
Yeah. Well, and actually, that's a big part of why we started the podcast. I mean, climbing is going to be in the Olympics, and it's a big moment for climbing. And gyms have been growing exponentially, popularity is growing quite a bit. Climbing is changing in sort of an exciting way. It's growing up, and so it seemed like a really good moment to share some of the classic stories of climbing with this next generation of climbers that's coming into the sport at a new time.
And folks, if you don't know haven't seen Free Solo and don't know his name or his face, this is one of the single greatest feats that a human being has ever pulled off in the history of the world. What you did, Alex, I cannot commend you enough. It is unbelievable. So I'm a fan. I hope you get some more fans, but congrats on the podcast, and we hope to see you back on the show. All right, brother?
No, thank you. I appreciate you guys having me. Always a pleasure to chat.
All right, you can find Climbing Gold wherever podcasts are available. Look, guys, I am a huge fan. What he did is just unreal.
Yeah, just to be able to conquer fear, even beyond the skill level, just to be able mentally to do what he does is insane.
Physical and mental.
It's beyond.
Goosebumps.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.